Alright gamers, now that we have this Corsair gaming PC all booted up and ready to go, let's talk about a couple benchmarks real quick. Now we decided to test this PC in a couple of titles, those being Halo Infinite, Apex Legends, Forza Horizon 5, and Fortnite. And we decided to test all these games at 1440p because I wanted to see how well this combination would work for 1440p high refresh rate, which I think is the sweet spot in PC gaming nowadays. First up in Halo Infinite, on high settings at 1440p, we averaged 144 plus FPS. You would have no problems on high settings or dropping down a little bit to medium, getting 144 or 165 Hz at 1440p, which, as I mentioned before, I think is the ideal gaming experience for those looking to have an awesome, performing PC and also not sacrifice on visual quality. Halo Infinite is also a very fun game to play. Obviously, you all have probably heard of it. If you want to check it out, it is free to play, so definitely consider trying it out on your PC to see how it compares. But I really think this RTX 3080 and 12900K work beautifully together, and the inclusion of DDR5 memory definitely helps. Next up in Apex Legends at 1440p on high settings with the FPS cap removed, we averaged 200 plus FPS. Any esports title is going to have no problem with this PC. Of course, I would hope so. It's a $4,100 PC, and RTX 3080 and 12900K can easily get 200 plus FPS, and if you wanted to run a 240Hz or even 360Hz 1080p monitor, you certainly could do that and have the ability to reach those maintained FPS numbers that you need for a good 360Hz gaming experience. Next up in Forza Horizon 5 with the Extreme preset, which I never saw before and I just wanted to try. At 1440p, we ended up averaging 97 FPS. It's so crazy to think that the RTX 3080 is the bottleneck in this system, but it makes sense. The 12900K came out after it, and any future GPU that you can get from Team Red or Team Green would work perfectly fine with this 12900K, and I think it will have a long life considering how well it performs right now in 2022. Of course, you can lower the settings in Forza 5 and get a better gaming experience, but I just wanted to see what the worst case scenario was at 1440p using the Extreme benchmark preset. And the last game we decided to test, of course, is Fortnite, but we went pro settings this time because I've noticed performance mode is a little bit more buggy than it has been, and even on higher end PCs, it causes the system to lag more than it should. So on pro settings, older pro settings, Epic View Distance, everything else on low, on DirectX 11, we average 300 plus FPS at 1440p. So overall, this PC is absolutely awesome. It is going to be great for live streaming. It's going to be great for any sort of content creation, work, 3D rendering, any sort of high demanding work that you can do on your PC. This will be perfectly fine for that. And also, PC gaming, it's going to be absolutely great for that as well. And if you guys want to pick up any of the parts from today's video, links in the description down below, be an affiliate link, and it will help us out. And if you guys want to pick up any of the parts from today's video, links in the description down below will be affiliate links, and it will help us out. And yeah, I'm going to bring Jackson back in here to wrap this video up real quick. Oh, and McAllister, could you add this somewhere if you can? I just thought about this. And of course, all those Corsair cases. And of course, all those parts from Corsair, the case, the cooler, everything worked great together. IQ software was super easy to set up to make this thing look so beautiful inside that 5000D. So definitely consider picking up Corsair products for your next gaming PC build.